Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. We're now on our second to last topic for the series, so let's talk about it. Today's wonder used to be located in the city of Olympia. No, not that Olympia. There we go. Our next subject, the statue of Zeus at Olympia. The statue of Zeus was situated at the Temple of Zeus in Olympia, an ancient city on the Peloponnese Peninsula in western Greece. The statue depicted Zeus, king of the Greek gods, sitting on his Olympic throne. In his right hand, he holds a statue of Nike, goddess of victory. In the left, he holds a golden scepter with an eagle on the top. In the late 5th century, the Temple of Zeus was built by the Eleans, the creators of the Olympic Games. The Eleans commissioned the statue to be built by Athenian architect Phidias, who sculpted the statue of Athena in the Parthenon. According to legend, Phidias would later be asked what inspired him. He replied that he portrayed Zeus as he appeared in Homer's Iliad, specifically Book 1, verses 528 to 530. He spoke, the son of Kronos, and nodded his head with the dark brows, and the immortally anointed hair of the great god swept from his divine head, and all Olympus was shaken. Zeus's statue took 13 years to build, but the exact dates for the statue's construction have been mostly speculated. Knowing that Phidias died shortly after he finished his work, I'd say the statue was started around 443 BC and finished around 530 BC. The statue's best physical description came from the geographer Pausanias. The statue stood 20.5 feet wide, 32.5 feet long, and 41 feet tall. The entire statue was made with a framework of cedar wood. Clay molds were used to shape the outer coating of the statue, similar to how they shaped the muscles on the Colossus of Rhodes. The statue was chryselephantine, meaning it was covered in ivory and gold. Ivory plates acted as Zeus's skin, while gold-plated bronze panels made up his hair, beard, robe, sandals, and scepter. Additionally, silver, copper, and enamel were used to decorate animals onto Zeus's robe, while glass was used to decorate lilies. Green enamel made up Zeus's crown of olive sprays. The throne was decorated with sheets of ebony, ivory, and gold, and encrusted with glass and precious gems. Zeus's footstool was carved with a relief of the Greek hero Theseus fighting the Amazons. The entire statue was placed on a platform of white Pentelic marble paved with black Eleusinian limestone. The platform measured 3 feet high, and the statue took up the platform's entire area size. The platform was decorated with the sun god Helios in his chariot, next to other gods: Zeus, Hera, Charis, Hermes, and Hestia. Eros is greeting Aphrodite emerging from the sea, and Pytho crowns her. Apollo, Artemis, Athena, Heracles, Poseidon, and Amphitrite could also be seen towards the end of the sculpture, and Selene, goddess of the moon, is riding a horse at the very end. Engraved at the bottom was the quote, "Phidias, son of Charmides, an Athenian, made me." Unlike the Athena Parthenos, which was continuously anointed with water, the statue of Zeus was constantly coated with olive oil to prevent the ivory from breaking. The floor in front of the statue was made of Athenian stone paved in black tiles, which surrounded an elevated marble reservoir filled with the oil, which also acted as a reflection pool. So, what became of the architect? In his past, Phidias had stolen gold from the statue of Athena, which was considered sacrilege since the goddess represented gold. Phidias also inserted himself onto Athena's shield, an act of impiety. He was arrested and then exiled from Athens. According to the Greek historian Philochorus, after the statue of Zeus was completed, the Eleans executed Phidias around 430 BC. For the next 9 centuries, the statue captured people's attentions worldwide. Historians praised its magnificence, it was represented on currency, and people would travel long distances just to see it, including the Roman Empire. In fact, it's the Romans that caused the eventual fate of the statue. In the first millennium, Emperor Caligula ordered that any statue depicting the gods should be brought to Rome and that their heads be removed and replaced by his own. Thankfully, Caligula was assassinated before this could happen. But as Christianity began to rise, other religions, such as Hellenism, which is what the Greeks believed in, began to fall. In the 2nd century AD, Constantine the Great had ordered all the gold from the statue to be removed and melted down. In 391 AD, Theodosius I banned the Olympics and ordered all the temples closed. The statue of Zeus was relocated to the Palace of Lausus in the newer Roman capital, Constantinople, present-day Istanbul. In 475 AD, the Palace of Lausus was destroyed by a fire, and the statue of Zeus was destroyed along with it. While nothing remains of the statue today, the temple where it originally stayed has been rediscovered a couple times, first by the Maria expedition in May of 1829, and by the German Archaeological Institute in 1875. The Germans have continued to excavate the area today. Each expedition uncovered something special. The French found the boundary lines of the temple and what was left of a metope, part of the roof support, sculpted with a depiction of the 12 labors of Heracles. These fragments were then shipped to the Louvre Museum in Paris. From the first 5 years of their expedition, the Germans have uncovered most of the buildings on the site, including Phidias's workshop, as well as more fragments of the metope and the oil pool. That's all for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep an eye out for this series finale, and I will gladly see you then. Bye!